Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. The S&P 500 was up 1.1% today. It was kind of a really wild weekend, obviously, with Biden stepping aside in the presidential race. And there was a lot of talk on Sunday about, what's going to happen with the market and what was going on with the futures and the world markets and those types of things. Obviously today the market was up 1.1%, coming off of really the worst week we've had since April last week. Market was definitely in a downturn. So, maybe there's some buoyed expectations and what have you. Could just be dip buying that happens, when the market gets down far enough. That's sometimes what you need to do is come down, and then all of a sudden you get this, price that people want, and it starts to move again, and then everybody starts to jump back in. We'll have to see some carry forward here to see how this goes. But we do have a few things coming up here. First of all, this is the beginning of earnings season. We've done really well with earnings for the past couple of years, quarter after quarter. So expectations, in my opinion, should be, that we're going to have another good quarter that can drive the prices and kind of hold things up and make things move. And then obviously we have the inflation report that the Fed likes coming out this week, the PCE report. And so that's going to be, a big one. If it's better than expected, or at least going in the right direction, that's going to, put a lot more emphasis on the rate cut bet for September. That could get the market going too. So really interesting day altogether. Pretty big turnaround. Matter of fact, we saw some kind of the risk on trade happening today with the NASDAQ doing better than the S&P and the small cap doing better than the NASDAQ. And we've been seeing that small cap do pretty well. It had a couple of bad days during the downturn, but small cap index is still something to be watching here. That rotation seems to be continuing. So we'll see how that plays out. But anyway, look forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. Love to see some follow through on days like this. Really need to get to a new all-time high to kind of say, okay, we're really going back in the right direction. Because otherwise you just get that kind of jump up, doesn't quite get to the high and falls back down, which is exactly what we had last, summer and early fall. We had that kind of sliding down upward, and then finally we hit that low, and it just took off in November. So you can't really tell if this is just one of those little head fake moves that comes back down, or if there's some, continuation up to new highs until you get to that new high. So like to see some strength coming out of today to be able to say, okay, we're really going in the right direction. It is a weaker time of the year, so it makes it a little bit harder, but there are some good things happening that people seem to be excited about. And so maybe that makes it, go the other direction. Seasonality is not the most important thing for the market. It's a background piece. It's important, but it really kind of plays out in all kinds of different ways depending on what else is happening. So anyway, looking forward to being able to see what's going to happen tomorrow, and we'll talk to you then. Thank you.